Yo everyone, I'm Larry and you've arrived here once again at Larry's full card betting guide. This weekend, we have a massive card. UFC Fight Night Sandhagen vs Figueiredo is going down, and I'm very keen to go through some of my own bets and ideas for betting opportunities for this card. Last week went pretty well for me on picks, and we just ended up going even, almost on bets, so looking this week to try to crush it on both of them, not just one. I'll be going through absolutely everything in this betting guide, from who I picked to win each fight, my own strong favorites and solid underdogs, my favorite lock of the card and underdog lock of the card, and to finish off, I will walk you guys through all my own personal bets just so you can see what I've decided to do with all my research I've put into this card. So as always, timestamps are in the description and the comment section below if you want to skip to any part in particular. So without further ado, let's jump into it. What you're looking at here are the lists of favorites and underdogs for the entire card, and this is just to show you guys who I actually ended up picking to win this card and how many of those picks were underdogs and were favorites. If you haven't come here from my full card predictions and breakdown video where I talk in detail about all my reasoning for all my fighter picks, please go and check that video out if you want some additional information on why I made the picks I've made. And if you have come from that video, like always, thanks for supporting the channel and watching both of the videos. I will now highlight in green who my picks were for this card, and as you can see, I have picked a few underdogs, but mostly I have stuck with the majority favorites for the most part. But regardless if they are underdogs or favorites, the people who are highlighted in green are the ones I think can win these fights the majority of the time. I also want to say again, since I did speak on it in my predictions and breakdown video for the card, but the odds on Cory Sandhagen are just terrible, and they really do not want you making money on Cory at all. So I do think that Figueiredo loses this fight, but his chance of winning is way closer than what the odds say. It's 100% closer in my opinion. Anyways, that's enough of that. Let's jump into my strong favorites of the card, and as you can see here for the strong favorites section, I've picked Azamat Bekoev, Mason Jones, Bo Nickal, and Cory Sandhagen. I also think, although he's not here, Montel Jackson is also a pretty solid favorite on the card. The numbers next to the fighters' names are just the return you will get on them if you were to bet on them. So for example, if you were to bet that $1 on Azamat Bekoev to win, and you see the 1.25 next to his name, it means if you bet $1 on him, you would actually receive 25 cents back on top of your initial bet. And a $100 bet would net you a profit of $25 overall. And for the American viewers, as far as I know, when he has the minus 400 next to his name, it means that's how much money you have to bet on the fighter to win $100 profit. If I've made any mistakes, guys, please let me know, since I am still relatively new to putting both the American style odds and the Aussie style on here. Now to jump into the solid underdogs I've chosen for this card, I've personally chosen Don'Tale Mayes, Yana Santos, Cameron Smotherman, and Daniel Rodriguez as my picks for solid underdogs on this card. They are all my go-tos for this card. And I'm sure you guys are also curious about who I've chosen as my locks of the card for this card, so I'll show you right now. I have ended up choosing Mason Jones as my favorite lock of the card, and this is because I really do see him outclassing an older and battle-worn torn Jeremy Stephens in this fight, and I think a finish is coming almost certainly, especially if he uses his fantastic wrestling ability to take down Jeremy in this fight. If he gives Jeremy Stephens a chance on the feet, that's the only way I could see him lose. But even saying that, Mason Jones is pretty durable, and I could see him finishing this on the feet too, but I'd prefer the grappling approach, of course, against Jeremy Stephens. Anyways, guys, let's move on to the underdog lock of the card now, and I sort of had a few to choose from here. I really do think that Daniel Rodriguez is a solid underdog. I've also been tossing up picking Yana Santos as well, since I really do think that she can outstrike Miesha Tate and keep it standing a lot of the time. But ultimately, I have ended up deciding to pick Cameron Smotherman as my underdog lock of the card, and I just think he's quite underrated in terms of his striking and how slick he is. It's not impossible for him to get caught, but the dude, especially in his fight with Jake Hadley, really did show that he actually can handle tougher level competition, and not only can he keep up with them, he can also win against them as well. So that's my underdog lock of the card, guys. Let's move on now and finally jump into my bets for this card, and I have placed down quite a few different types of bets throughout here, so I'll run you guys through all of them right now. But I have hidden the subscribers bet of the week in white, and I will reveal that at the end of the video for you guys. Starting off with the underdog lock of the week here, I do have a unit on Cameron Smotherman. I have also been debating whether or not to start changing these types of bets from the money line bets to cover the spread. So that's like the plus 3.5 bet whenever it is available during the video making process. Sometimes I do make these videos where it's not available yet. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. But anyways, like I've already said before in this video, I just think Cameron Smotherman can showcase some superior striking and finesse in this fight over his opponent in Serhiy. I think this fight most likely goes the distance too. I really do favor Smotherman in that case in the third round of this fight, since I really do think that Sidey will be the type of opponent that slows down pretty significantly later on in the fights. But we will only know coming this weekend, guys. So let's move on into the next bet. Yana Santos to win outright here, and I just couldn't believe that, for one, Miesha Tate is really fighting again in the first place, and for two, I just think that Yana Santos, although she was picked as the underdog, I really do think her skill set could beat someone like Miesha Tate a good amount of the time. I think her takedown defense and grappling strength isn't bad, and her striking is going to be superior to Miesha's for sure going into this fight. And I reckon she's going to keep it striking, and she's going to win a pretty comfortable decision win here. I don't see her finishing Miesha Tate since she's quite durable, but I see her getting the win here. Next up is Azamat Bekoev by finish, and this one's a bit more risky because I do believe he wins this fight, but I could also see him just wanting to like play it safe on the outside a little bit, try to strike him on the feet and get a win. But I do think if he decides to get on top and go for the takedown first, be a bit more aggressive in this fight like he was in the fight with Zachary Reese, I really do think he could get a finish here, and the finish would most likely be by KO, but I do think that a sub isn't out of the question either, so I have put flat out by finish here. Next bet is a ladies parlay over 2.5 rounds for both Miller Petrovic and Santos Tate. I also debated whether to switch this fight with Robertson Rodriguez, but it's just because I do believe Gillian Robertson could get a submission a decent portion of the time, so I thought that one was a little bit riskier, so I decided against that one, so I have put the other two women's fights on here. And now for the last bet, before I show you guys the subscribers bet of the week, it is a massive solo bet on Mason Jones by finish, and this is a pretty large bet as well. He was the only person on this card I really thought wins this fight an insane amount of time, and this is the first time I've ever had only one person in my confident picks list as well, so I thought I would just go massive here. I see him finishing Jeremy Stephens, so why not make this bet here, guys? Now we can reveal the subscribers bet of the week here for you. I did end up choosing this person here. Appreciate you, my friend. I always see you in the comment sections of my videos showing your support. And this person has actually put down quite the spread here for you guys in terms of bets. So pause the video if you do want to read through all of them. I've read through all of them already. In the end, though, I have decided to pick the single bet that they've put down here, which was Daniel Rodriguez money line, since I was already debating on whether to add him to the bet list already this week, and this was just a little boost I needed to slap him on here too. I could have also seen myself bet that Bo Nickal KO prop as well, but I've been in two minds recently, and I did think the Rodriguez bet was just the slightly better bet here, guys. So there you go, everyone. That bet has been added to the bets for this week's card, and we shall see how the card goes come fight night. That's it for Larry's full card betting guide for UFC Fight Night Sandhagen vs Figueiredo. If you like the videos and want to see more of it, please let me know in the comments below, and make sure you like the video, of course, guys. Also, if you have any genuine questions about anything regarding the UFC or any future video ideas you'd like to see from me, feel free to let me know about it all in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys next time.